Give me 7 minutes and I'll force you to lock in. Yes, 7 minutes of your undivided attention, and I promise you won't hear a phone ping, your mind won't wander to tomorrow's to-do list, and you'll taste a kind of clarity you might have thought was lost. In those 7 minutes, you will learn how to train your mind to treat distraction as a foreign invader and your task as the only resident worthy of hospitality. So, how do you do that? You start by drawing a line. Before you open a single app or consider the first email, declare to yourself that for the next few breaths, only one thing matters. In Stoic language, you place whatever task you choose inside your inner citadel, the ruling faculty that no external force can breach unless you consent. For these 7 minutes, you are governor of that citadel, and a governor's first act is to lock the gates against every irrelevant impression. The ping of a notification, the memory of yesterday's argument, the news headlines screaming for attention. These things are outside your control, and you treat them as if they belong inside. So you begin. Minute 1 is a survey. Sit upright, feet on the ground, hands relaxed. Scan your mind and your body for tension or anticipation. Notice the itch to reach for your phone or the echo of someone else's urgent demands. Label each urge silently as "not mine" or "outside." In Stoic terms, you withhold your assent from these impressions. You see them, but you refuse to grant them power. Minute 2 is a brief premeditatio malorum, an ancient rehearsal of obstacles. Imagine the worst, the message you dread, the deadline you fear. Picture it clearly, and then note that even in that scenario, your capacity for reason remains intact. That capacity is the one thing no external event can steal. With that practice, fear loses its edge, and you gain an attitude of readiness, not panic. Minutes 3 through 5 are for the heart of the work. Choose one small action, draft a paragraph, sketch an outline, solve a single problem, and give it your full spirit. When your mind drifts, as it will, return it gently to the chosen step, as a shepherd guides a stray sheep back to pasture. This is prososche in action, a moment-by-moment anchoring of your thoughts and attention. You do not juggle tasks or let your mind ping-pong among email, social media, and daydreams. You concentrate on the single thread of action, the way a seamstress stitches one stitch at a time, never jumping ahead. Minute 6 is about battling the passions that so often shatter focus. Stoics identified destructive emotions, fear that rattles the mind, desire that pulls attention away with its endless craving, and distress that paralyzes thought. If fear of failure creeps in, remind yourself that only virtue can truly harm you. External results are indifferent. If desire whispers to check updates one more time, pause and breathe, recalling that perfect virtue cares little for the sugar rush of novelty. If frustration rises, rename it a training weight for resilience. You can lift this moment's irritation as you would lift a dumbbell, building strength for tomorrow's challenges. The final minute is an evening review in miniature. Ask, how well did I govern my attention? Which impulses did I refuse to grant entry? And where did I slip? Acknowledge the slip without being too hard on yourself. Stoic kindness demands you treat your errors as lessons, not condemnations. Then resolve to carry that resolve into your next block of work or the rest of your day. In just 7 minutes, you have touched every pillar of Stoic focus. You have asserted the dichotomy of control, separating your mind's domain from the realm of externals. You have practiced assent, choosing which impressions to entertain. You have linked your task to a higher purpose, not just finishing a to-do list, but cultivating rational action. You have neutralized the worst of the passions, reminding yourself that your ruling faculty remains unshaken, and you have rehearsed the daily ritual of reflection that cements improvement. Yes, world affairs still swirl outside your door, notifications will return, Colleagues will demand your time, but those 7 minutes have set a foundation. You now know that focus is not a talent granted to a lucky few, but a skill cultivated by small, repeated choices. You know your mind is like a fortress, and you know that every moment you practice this, you strengthen the walls of that citadel. If you do this 7-minute drill once, you glimpse the calm that arises when thought is intentionally steered. If you do it daily, you build a habit that transforms hours of work into deep engagement rather than scattered effort. Over time, you find that even in open offices or crowded homes, your mind has learned to retreat to its own sanctuary at will, producing a level of clarity and creativity you once thought impossible. Urgent pings become mere background noise, and you remain a thoughtful actor, not a reactive puppet. This practice does not require you to dress like a sage or retreat to a mountaintop. You only need resolve, a small window of time, and the willingness to govern your own mind. In giving these 7 minutes to yourself, you reclaim control of your attention and align your actions with your Stoic intention. Everything changes because your day no longer begins with external demands, but with a firm decision to rule your inner citadel, one deliberate breath at a time, one disciplined choice after another.